I literally do not understand why this is not mainstream household information, because understanding these can be crucial for maintaining healthy relationships and protecting your mental well-being. Let's break down each of these tactics so you can recognize them if they ever occur in your life. First, reality distortion. Ever felt like you're constantly questioning your own memory or judgment? That's the hallmark of gaslighting, a manipulative tactic used by some to make others doubt their reality. It often starts subtly with comments like, "Are you sure you remember that right?" Over time, these doubts can grow, leaving you feeling like you're losing your grip on reality. Gaslighting can happen in relationships, at work, or even within families. The aim? To gain power and control by making you doubt yourself. It's a sneaky form of emotional abuse that can leave lasting scars on your self-esteem and mental well-being. Recognizing it is the first step to reclaiming your sense of reality and regaining control of your life. Next, rivalry tactics. Ever felt like you're in a perpetual competition, constantly compared to someone else? That's often a sign of triangulation, a subtle yet insidious manipulation tactic. It typically involves one person, often an authority figure, comparing you to another individual, fostering tension and rivalry. Maybe you're always measured against a colleague at work in terms of productivity, creativity, or even social skills. Triangulation can leave you feeling inadequate, no matter how hard you try to excel. It's a strategy used to maintain control by creating division among individuals. Over time, this dynamic can corrode trust and breed toxicity within the environment. Recognizing these tactics is essential for navigating such situations and preserving healthy relationships with those around you. Now let's talk about this one. Blame game strategies. Have you ever been blamed for something you didn't do or made to feel like everything's your fault? That's projection in action. It's when someone shifts their own flaws or mistakes onto you, making you feel guilty or inadequate. Maybe your partner blames you for their own bad behavior, or your boss criticizes you for things they're responsible for. Projection can be confusing and frustrating, leaving you feeling powerless and unfairly targeted. It's a tactic used to avoid taking responsibility and maintain a sense of superiority. Recognizing projection can help you set boundaries and protect your self-esteem from unwarranted blame. Fourth, social circle constriction. Ever found yourself drifting away from friends and family without really knowing why? You might be experiencing isolation, a common tactic used by manipulative individuals to maintain control. It starts with subtle criticisms or demands that make you question your relationships. Maybe your partner doesn't like your friends, so you start seeing them less and less. Or perhaps your family disapproves of your choices, so you withdraw to avoid conflict. Isolation can leave you feeling lonely and dependent on the person controlling your social circle. It's a form of emotional abuse that can have long-term effects on your mental health. Recognizing isolation is the first step to reconnecting with your support network and regaining your independence. Do you want an example? All right, let's break it down. Suppose you're in a relationship where your partner starts making subtle comments about your friends or family. Maybe they imply that your friends are a bad influence, or that your family doesn't understand you like they do. At first, you might brush it off as harmless teasing or concern. But over time, you notice yourself spending less and less time with the people who used to be close to you. Your partner's criticisms start to weigh on you, and you find yourself withdrawing from your social circle to avoid conflict. Before you know it, you're feeling isolated and dependent on your partner for companionship and validation. This is a classic example of social circle constriction, where someone manipulates you into cutting ties with those who could offer support and perspective. Recognizing this pattern is crucial for reclaiming your independence and rebuilding your social network. The fifth brutal effect is domestic dictatorship. Does it feel like someone in your household always has to be in charge, dictating every aspect of your life? That's a sign of control, a manipulative tactic used to assert dominance and maintain power. It can range from subtle manipulation to outright tyranny, leaving you feeling suffocated and powerless. Maybe your partner controls your finances, your schedule, or even your appearance. Or perhaps your parent micromanages every aspect of your life, leaving you with little freedom or autonomy. Control is about more than just making decisions. It's about exerting power over others to fulfill one's own needs. Recognizing control is the first step to breaking free from its grip and reclaiming your independence. Number 6. Mood swing mayhem. Do you ever feel like you're walking on eggshells around someone, never knowing what mood they'll be in next? That's the chaos of living with someone prone to unpredictable mood swings. It can be exhausting and confusing, leaving you feeling on edge and anxious. Maybe your partner goes from loving and affectionate one moment to angry and hostile the next. Or perhaps your parents' mood swings make it impossible to predict how they'll react to anything. Living with mood swings can create a constant state of tension and uncertainty, making it difficult to relax and feel safe at home. Recognizing these patterns can help you set boundaries and protect your emotional well-being. All right, let's talk about this instance. Have you ever been around someone whose mood seems to change in the blink of an eye? Picture this. One moment, they're laughing and joking, and the next, they're fuming with anger over something trivial. It's like trying to navigate a minefield, never knowing when the next explosion will happen. Whether it's a partner or a parent, living with someone prone to unpredictable mood swings can feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells. This constant state of tension and uncertainty can be exhausting and anxiety-inducing, making it difficult to relax and feel safe at home. Recognizing these patterns is crucial for setting boundaries and protecting your own emotional well-being. Number 7. Self-esteem. Erosion. Ever been in a relationship where you feel like you're constantly criticized and belittled? That's a sign of fragmented identity, a form of emotional abuse that chips away at your self-worth and sense of self. It starts with subtle put-downs and criticisms that make you doubt your abilities and value as a person. Maybe your partner constantly criticizes your appearance, your intelligence, or your worthiness of love and respect. Or perhaps your parents' constant comparisons and unrealistic expectations leave you feeling like you'll never measure up. Fragmented identity is about more than just hurt feelings. It's about eroding your sense of self until you feel like you're nothing without the approval of others. Recognizing this abuse is the first step to reclaiming your self-esteem and rebuilding your identity on your own terms. Did you find this video informative? Show some love by liking this video and also make sure you subscribe to this channel. Until next time.